Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. I'm just gonna go over some skincare and I'm just gonna jump right in it. Skincare has always been super important to me since I were little. My mom's always been into skincare too, so every time I would come home from dance or whatever, she would always make me wash my face. So, with that being said, I have so much that I use constantly. I never stick to just one regimen. I have so many different things. I love to try different things, but let's just go into it and I'll tell you what I use. So to cleanse, which is something I do day and night, my number one to go to is Gentle Cleanser by Obagi. I also like the foaming cleanser. Obagi, you do have to go to a doctor to get this and get it prescribed to you, I believe. I got mine at Plastic Surgical Specialist here in Tucson. So I would definitely recommend learning about this line because it is just amazing. I've been using the cleanser at least since I want to say in high school probably. So this is a great cleanser, very gentle for the skin. 2 or 3 times a week I'll use the Gentle Cleanser. Sorry, I'm just grabbing. And I'll use it with my Clarisonic. I don't do this every single day just because you will start getting rid of your dead skin cells and you don't want to do this every day because it's going to be super harsh on your skin. So I stick to doing this, like I said, 2 to 3 times a week. I just leave my Clarisonic in the shower and then I have my cleanser in the shower and there you go. That's another way I like to exfoliate as well is the Tarte, I think this is the friction stick. This is really cool too. It's more of a softer exfoliation in my experience, but I like it. I keep this in the shower as well. And you can rub it. I love to just really massage it into the skin, just remove all that dead skin. You guys would probably like this one too. When I'm kind of a little bit lazier and I don't want to do the full-on wash my face, which I do most of the time, you know, when you get home, you want to take off your makeup. I go for the wipes. MAC wipes, of course, are my favorite. I don't like to use them on the eyes. I don't think they're made for the eyes actually, but it smells so good. It reminds me of walking into a MAC store. But these are great, but if you want something that's a little bit more gentle for the skin, you're very sensitive and you do want something in the eyes, definitely the Neutrogena wipes. These are awesome, awesome, awesome. So give these a try. Another cleanser I like to use is the Cleanse Off Oil by MAC. This just gets everything off. And I believe this is the Tranquil, so it's a little bit more sensitive versus the other one. The other one doesn't bother me at all. I've been using the other one more than this one, but I thought I would give this one a try, and I love them both. There's like not one or the other. The other one is clear. This one's blue, and honestly, I liked it because it looked good on my vanity, so I was like, I'm gonna get the blue one this time. So this is great. Obviously a little bit oily if you like that. I just love that it takes off everything, even waterproof mascara, waterproof anything. Go for the Cleanse Off Oil by MAC. So I'm also gonna go in and let you guys know what I do use to prep my skin, as well as what skincare I use. So I'm going into the moisturizing part of my regimen. I use a lot of different things. It is super important to use a serum because when you use a serum, it penetrates the rest of the skincare into your skin deeper, into all your skin layers. I don't have a favorite serum as of right now, so I'm using an oil. But how do they say it? The Maracuja oil by Tarte has done wonders to my skin. I think I've taken care of my skin for so long that I haven't really had too many issues, but there's times where I feel like the texture of my skin's a little off, it looks a little dull, and I need just something that's really going to help take care of those issues. The Maracuja oil just helps to really soften the skin, and the more you push it in, you feel the plumpness of it, and in the morning it kind of just looks like you have new skin. So it's more radiant. So definitely give this a try. Then I like to use, when I'm doing my makeup, I usually do the Tarte at night because I do use other stuff with my makeup and during the daytime. So the Maracuja oil, I don't know if I'm saying it right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. It is for more of a nighttime thing. If I put that on with the rest of my skincare, sometimes my skin turns out to be a little too oily, which I don't like. But anyway, I do use that more as a nighttime thing. So when I start doing my makeup and I prep, I either go in first with the Moisture Infusion by MAC. This is heaven in a bottle. It's same as the Lightful C Softening Lotion Spray. Amazing. I usually use one or the other, but they have great benefits. The softening lotion spray. It is part of the Lightful C collection. So it helps with brightening of the skin, you know, if you have any dark spots. And when I like to spray this on the skin, sometimes even put it in my hands and really push it into my skin. This just makes the skin super plump and hydrated. So overall, like the Lightful C lotion, softening lotion spray improves clarity and radiance and just leaves everything super bright, preps your skin for putting makeup on. The moisture infuser is very, very similar in the softening lotion. I feel like maybe it might add on a little bit more, or I'm sorry, how do I put this? More of a long-term hydration throughout the day. I do use this one a lot, but I also use that one. It's just whatever I feel like. It's not like, you know, one's better than the other. They're both freaking amazing. I use a moisturizer as well, day and night. My favorite right now is the MAC Mineralized Charge Water. I shouldn't even say right now because I've been using this forever, but it's a gel based and my skin just drinks this up. It loves it. I also really like, which is very similar to the Mineralized, is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea moisturizer. It also comes in a little tub. I'm just out of it, but I can't choose one over the other. The Rainforest of the Sea one does have a little bit of a smell to it, and it's a soft smell, so I like that. So probably when I run out of this one, I'll go back and forth, but they're both great. Let's see, the whole Rainforest of the Sea line by Tarte is awesome. So if you guys haven't even tried Tarte, I highly recommend it. A lot of my friends know when they come to me for skincare and they want to go to a store to buy some kind of skincare regimen, I always suggest Tarte, especially because it's not too pricey, and you get everything. You know, they have their moisturizers, they have their eye creams, which I'll go over because I do have it, and then the Maracuja oil is also by Tarte. Another cream that I like to use, and I do use a lot because I do like dewy skin, I like glowy, is the MAC Strobe Cream, and most makeup lovers know about this. If you don't, buy it. It's great by itself. It looks amazing by itself, actually. If you just want something day to day, or going to the beach, going out, I don't know, outside, what I recommend is doing this with just spot treating any, you know, blemishes with concealer or a little bit of foundation. This is just beautiful on the skin. Let me see if I can do a little bit of a swatch. Recently it came out in different colors. I really like the peach light, so I don't know if you guys can kind of see. It's really hard to see on camera, but it just brings a lot of radiance and brightness to the skin. I like to put it on the higher points of my face before I do my makeup, so I do it on the nose. Most of the time I'll put it right in the cheekbone area. And this one also has a really good smell too. It also comes in different colors like gold, and then the regular one's also really good. MAC has always just had the regular Strobe Cream, and like I said, recently they came out with more colors. I do have some weirdness going on in my eyes, so I love hydration. So that's why I usually stick to the Mineralized, and then once in a while I'll use the Tarte. But so here's the MAC Mineralized. I don't know why I keep calling it Mineralized Charge Water Eye Cream. And then this one is the Maracuja Sea Brightener Eye Treatment by Tarte. My husband likes this one too. I got him into using eye cream. Eye cream is super important. You guys don't want to go using all this skincare and not have your eye cream. I feel like a lot of people just use their moisturizer for that, but it is extremely important, especially as we age. Our eyes are what, you know, ages, I feel like, is one of the first things that ages first, and it needs hydration. It needs all the help it can get, so eye cream is super important. Nighttime, I go back with the Obagi, and this one's the Elastoderm. This is really good with elasticity, so anything, you know, fine lines, wrinkles around the eye, and I feel like it does add a little bit of hydration as well. And then I'm just going to go in with some random things that I use to take care of my skin. They have me on Obagi, which I'll show you. I don't know if anybody's have ever used the line before. I've been using, again, this forever. So usually I just stick to the, you know, I get a moisturizer, I'll get the eye cream, and then I'll get the cleanser. But I do have something, I don't even know how to pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try. But I have these little deposits under my eyes. They said it's because of trauma from when I was little. I had the worst allergies, worst allergies. I would get shots every single Friday. I would come home from school and go to the doctor, and I'd have to get shots every week. Like, it was bad. So I would always touch my eyes. You know, as a little kid, our hands, and I mean, our hands in general aren't clean. So I was just constantly rubbing my eyes, and it was bad. So now, as I'm getting older, I'm hating these little things that are under my eyes. It's just a little bit of an insecurity of mine. So I'm getting it taken care of. So I would love to get them lasered off, but I have to wait for that. So right now we'll just do the Obagi, and I'll stick to that. So in the morning, I wake up and I use the Exfoderm Forte. This isn't just for under the eyes, it's just for the whole face. Like if you have other issues on the skin, you know, I see a lot of people who do use the whole line for other things, you know, like acne, or if they have pigmentation. But for me, I keep it kind of just under the eye area. So this is the Exfoderm Forte. I use this in the morning. This is a exfoliation enhancer. So this is what's gonna help get rid of this, exfoliate it. I also mix it with, this is called Clear. This is a skin bleaching and corrector. So this just evens out the color underneath my eyes while exfoliating. Couple times a week, I will use Retin-A. Whoever has used Retin-A knows that it's a very, very harsh exfoliant, awesome stuff, but it's not definitely something you want to keep in your regimen every single day, because it can be super harsh for your skin. So I mix this with the Clear about 2 times a week, and when I first started doing this, I did peel a lot. So that's just an effect of what the skincare does. You will peel like a snake, which is awesome. I like to peel because I know that's just newer skin coming through. I did stop it for a little while because, you know, starting new jobs, I was peeling and I didn't want to peel, but it definitely has softened out the texture of these little things. You can't really see them right now, but they kind of just look like, I want to just say little nude, I don't know, zits. I don't know, they're not even that bad. They don't even look that much like a zit, but I can't even explain. They're little pockets under my eyes, but it definitely has helped the texture of them. I'm in a wedding in May, this month, wow. And I just stopped doing it a little bit just because I didn't want it to be red, or I didn't want to be burning from the Retin-A, because it can do that. And I didn't want to be peeling. So as soon as that's over, I'm going to go full force with this and just peel off all my skin. So that's going to be great. And then my primers that I like to use after I do my skincare, before I put my makeup on, are the Makeup Forever primers, my favorite. I've used tons of primers, and I always go back to Sephora to buy these. This one is the hydrating one, and this one's the smoothing primer. When I want to be extra hydrated and dewy, I definitely go for this one. When I want, I don't really go matte too often, or when I just want a simple look, a little bit more matte, I will go with the smoothing primer. I highly recommend these. They have them for almost every skin type. You can buy them at Sephora, and they do come in different colors. You'll see them, but I do highly recommend these primers right before putting on your makeup. And then just some random little things that I use here and there. Whenever I do get a blemish, I love, well, me and my husband both love this. He always asks for it. Like one time I ran out of it because we just hadn't needed it for a while, but if we run out of it, he's the one who's always asking for it. So this is the Blemish Control Gel by MAC. This is part of their Prep and Prime line. It does have the salicylic acid in it, so that really helps. What it does is, for us, like especially for me that I've noticed, it just sucks the life out of your blemish and it dries it out, which is what you want. You know, you don't want it to be red and disgusting. So, this is what's going to help with acne and spot treatments. Again, something else that I highly recommend. So again, it's the Blemish Control Gel just to take care of my lips. I've never been somebody who's had really bad chapped lips until I moved back to Arizona. I just noticed like the first week that we had moved here, I was picking at my lips. I was like, this never happens to me. And I hate picking out things in general, but you know when things are there and you're just like, oh. So I started picking out my lips a lot because they were super dry and disgusting. But I did pick up this MAC lip scrub. This was awesome. It's oily, which I like, so it kind of helps the hydration from my lips. It doesn't exfoliate it as much as I thought it would, but that's okay. My lips aren't that bad. But you know, in the morning when I feel like my lips are a little bit more chapped than usual, I just like to dip my finger in this and kind of tap it and exfoliate just the tiniest bit. These also come in different flavors and colors. I went for the pink one just because pink's my favorite color. But these are newer from MAC, and I believe that they are permanent, so these are awesome. I recommend these. And then for my lashes, I just got started on this. This is Latisse. I don't know if anybody's tried it. I tried it a long time ago and I loved it, and then I just stopped using it. Don't know why. It is fairly on the pricey side, but it is highly worth it. The thing that I wouldn't say sucks about it, but is that you have to keep using it because your lashes will kind of go back to the original size that they were before you started using Latisse. But the difference in it is just amazing. I'm not using it right now. I have falsies on, but when I'm not wearing my falsies, when I am on Latisse, I have noticed a lot of people do compliment my lashes. And then this box does come with the brushes to put it on, but they're kind of fatter, which you don't need. I feel like they're kind of like lip brushes. So I feel like it takes up too much product. So what I do is I just get like a little eyeliner brush. You have to like toothpick size, and then use that. This is gonna go a long way with just switching out your brushes. So if you do buy Latisse, don't use those brushes, get something a little smaller. And I cannot forget the sprays that I use to set my skin, to prime it. There's a couple different ones that I use. Of course, the infamous Fix Plus by MAC. I will never stop using this. I will spray my skin before my makeup, and of course after my makeup. It just makes the makeup just look so much more smooth. You all know about MAC Fix Plus. If I ever do want to feel a little bit more hydrated throughout the day or dewy, I'll go with the MAC Mineralized Charge Water. This one's awesome. It doesn't so much as set, it just brings a lot more hydration to the skin, makes you look a little bit more dewy. And then there's the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boost Mist. This one smells great. I probably forever keep buying this one. Especially even like, I'll use this one even after I wash my face and I have my skincare on. I'll just spritz a little bit of this. Again, this one's kind of, I'll use one or the other because they both make your skin look super dewy. I can't ever choose which one's better. I just love them both. So these are great. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I'm sorry if I went through it a little fast. I just get a lot of people asking me what skincare I use, and I don't ever just stick to one regimen. I mean, I use skincare. I love skincare. I always buy it. But that's just kind of like a rundown of what I do. This is for my skin type. I'm pretty normal to dry. Everybody's going to be different. So what I would recommend is, you can write me and let me, I can always answer your questions. Go see a doctor, a dermatologist. They will obviously let you know what to use for your skin type, or if you do have any skin issues. I kind of just know what is best for my skin, and I can definitely give you more recommendations for if you do have other skin issues or skin types. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you guys have any more questions, please just let me know and do not hesitate to ask. Thanks, guys.